So my youngest is all about hunting and wants to hunt now.
Dude,
so we got him some hunting
we
stuff.
should get like him a paintball gun and we should dress Tim up as a deer.
Yeah.
A cash cow.
A cash cow. Yeah, yeah, son, I'm taking you hunting for your first cash cow. What ends up happening is about 3 years they show up knocking at your door because your kid shot a normal cow with a normal guy. And then we got a problem because somebody owned that cow.
Yeah,
your pops.
No, my dad don't do cattle anymore, so you're not gonna be able to come out and. He's like, fuck that.
If he did, there'd be a lime green and brown cow.
Oh yeah, if he still had cows, you can bet I would have already went out and fucking jet died one of them down to the right, cash cow. We'd have a whole. Is it a flock of cows? What do you have? A herd of cows.
Yeah.
You posted something an hour ago? How? You been down here?
What?
Says you posted Assassin's Creed an hour ago.
Oh, no, I was doing an upload and it takes forever on my phone, so it probably just, you know.
I'm like, what?
What's the total? $6?
What's going on?
Bitch.
I said I needed that 3.
I fold. I'm not a good player. I don't have the skill to compete.
I have to.
No, come on. You don't have to.
Yeah, I do.
Heads up.
Wouldn't respect myself.
Yeah, I get
No
that.
respect tomorrow.
I'd have made the same call.
No, you don't know. I mean, I checked too.
Alright, 8.
I don't think I have much. I can do anything here. Besides call again.
Alright.
Oh, what day? I thought it was
8.
Check.
Alright, I check.
Oh, your ace queen's good.
It's not ace queen. It's
Oh,
ace
you
jack.
have a jack down? Did you have that one? You did.
I was hoping for a heart on the river.
Well, not necessarily. You want it.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
You want? Yeah. There's 7 hearts you could hit.
I told you I wanted that $3.
You got it.
It was $4.
That'll make you work. I had my favorite hand. I had a call. And then I had outs, and then I had outs, and then I had pairs and all kinds of stuff. I didn't want to play it. I told you I had to. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
It's your favorite hand. You didn't want to play
It is. Well, my favorite hand, it doubled me up, but it lost.
Was it 5, 6, 5, 6?
10, 8 of hearts.
10, 8 of hearts? Oh,
I didn't have. It wasn't the exact
10, 8
same.
used to be one of my really, really favorite hands.
It only became my favorite.
5-8 used to be cool with me.
It became my favorite because I had it so many times where I'd flop 2 pair and fucking lose over and over and over.
Oh.
So one day I won.
Is that day to day?
No.
4 chips out.
Like 10 years ago. That was a long time.
Three or four chips.
It might be the second time I've ever won.
was
With it.
I mean, he had like 4
It was
chips out.
intent.
It was intent to straddle. Like, I don't know what to
Intent.
rule it, to be
I thought he was
honest.
calling in the
It was
dark.
out the whole time before I
He
ever
called
did
in the
it.
dark?
He just like...
Intent is good. Intent's good. Like,
Well, no one knows your intent. You could have been calling in the dark.
can't
okay, well, so next
possibly
time
just
someone
be
throws
putting a
one chip
dollar
in the
out.
middle of the
You
call
check in
all
the dark
I don't know what
sometimes,
that
you might have been
means.
calling in the
All of a sudden,
dark.
I'm gonna forget what that means.
So
I
what
mean,
was
if you wanna
OJ's
be petty-
intent
if
when
you
he
wanna be
went
petty.
when he went to?
To decapitate him, but he didn't get the job
I
done.
thought
Yeah, he
you
just
just
stabbed
sat there
her
and said
instead.
there
It was just
some
really
fucking
close.
Rule, some kind of liberal poker room. We wear some fucking rules, and
You know
every
what,
rule
that's
I go after is.
Hey, you know,
Maybe
hey,
not.
I'm gonna say, Tim, season 2, wouldn't you have thought that like rules would be up?
Yeah, no, there should be
would think
rules.
We haven't had a game in like
Here we
months.
No rules.
Months.
That's why there's no rules. That's why he had a game.
No, months. You'd think the rules would be
You would
posted.
think the rules would
Stuff
be
like
He
that.
makes me a
Posted.
VIP client, and then he goes out of business.
No, see, I only paid it once, right? I paid
That's a great
$5
Ponzi
once,
scheme, isn't it?
right? I'm gonna pay the $5.
Open up shop 3 more
I
times.
paid the
I'm
$5.
gonna open up shop 3 more times and then reopen, and I'm gonna reopen.
Going out of
I'm gonna
sale.
pay each time.
He's gonna be going out of sale on Saturdays. We open on Fridays.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take the week off in between, yeah.
That's what the furniture store in Holden was doing.
There's one in today. You should do
No,
that.
they had a closing sale every 3 weeks.
Dude, there's one in today right now.
Just every
You
year.
should do that.
I check.
That's just like a car does. Like,
Everything must
sells.
go.
Yeah.
Everything
Right.
must go.
Apparently it's Eric's.
Really breaking my balls on this deal.
Too much fun, I guess, make sure you
Too much fun, he says.
Yeah, he's like, I'm having so much fun, I can't hardly contain myself.
Yep. I'm gonna go punish myself.
Joy, you're having
Sure.
a cigarette, that should do
You're
it.
gonna check, I'll check. Right. Your hand's way better than
Oh,
mine.
dude, I think I gotta see the camera.
Are you serious?
You check?
Yeah.
Can't
Hold
you
out.
behave?
I'll
Yeah,
show
I
you.
don't have intelligence because you can't watch where you're heading. He's winning.
I was on a
Didn't you want to flop a flush? I wanted you
stupid
to.
hand there.
No, I didn't want to. Because I wouldn't have made any money. I'd have lost money if I flopped the flush. I didn't want. Or I'd have broke. Yeah.
You take it all from Jake, then you could afford to pay me the $15.
Because if I ever flopped the nut flush,
$20.
I just go all in. I wouldn't pay any money.
You paid me $20, and I said, "Kia." Dude, that'd be nice if everybody gave me $20 on a hand. Like that would be a good.
I've been
like, 1,
waiting.
2, 3. That's $100 you guys have to
I've
give me,
been
and I'll be
waiting.
like later, y'all. Is this my button?
I believe
It
it
should
is.
move to you, yes.
Yeah, it is, because there's, yeah, it is. $1 on it would have been twos.
So, I see you said like taking donations tonight. I thought you'd be like taking donations for that Kickstarter. Go build me that wall thing.
No, he's already got $1 million of racism.
It's already
attached to
10
it.
million now.
Is it 10? Well,
It's already
there you go.
10.
14 years, we might
You
get
know what
there.
that proves? All that
We might
proves
get
is
it.
that racist people, on average, make more money than non-racist people.
My parents donated a lot. Thank you. They're like, my dad's like, I'm going to have to take a pass this week. Here's $300.
Hell with the 10%. Give him more than that.
That's what I said to my wife. I'm like, our parents probably donated.
Dude,
Is that a call or a race?
that's a fact.
I didn't see him. My bad.
I would.
I just didn't know.
I would like to think that although I think my dad was okay with the
you
idea
have
of this
a
guy
10
at the
spades?
beginning, I don't know if he still is. I would hope not.
I thought I saw you flash. Whenever you pulled your cards up, I thought I saw
I
you.
hope so, because that's not one of my outs.
I'm just saying. I don't know if I.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I'm
So,
just now.
are we under the
Oh no! This
I'm
is.
honest.
I thought it was a
so I wanna
Trump
make sure.
It's a GoFundMe for ladders
For the
to get
ladders
over Trump's
to get
wall.
over the wall.
Oh, so
Oh,
it's
no,
a
I
joke
read
thing.
11.
Is that just a joke
11
thing or is that a real thing?
I don't know. I saw
Well, I know that it would be more affordable to build than the
I
wall.
figured somebody
That's
did.
an account you can really afford to put some dollars to.
No, I thought they said last night that like I thought I saw yesterday at work that it was that they had enough that Congress.
Dude,
was
I've
gonna
had
pass it.
this hand, every fucking hand.
Let the government shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't stop them from fucking you. Remember that. They fuck for free.
Jake's like, I'd like to get paid.
I know that.
Jake's like, I'd like to get paid.
Jake's like,
I got
oh,
some questions. Yeah, tell them.
Check.
Sure.
Do I get paid next Friday?
Casino.
Check.
Zach, check.
Hang on.
Me too.
I jammed, but
Oh fuck.
that was a good game. So my threes were still
I'm
good?
pretty sure my 10 of spades
I can't
was
beat
good.
that.
You're gonna say it was good.
You can only tie it.
So I had threes and I should have beat both of them,
Slow roll.
but I wasn't tough.
I had the
I
10.
I wouldn't be a
man.
slow roll win.
You should have played.
I won't do that to you on purpose.
Yeah, I would have had a bunch.
I was like, come
No big
on,
deal.
Queen of Hearts.
I didn't know if I had it.
Alright, you give him a quarter.
You don't want to chop it. Seems like you don't have the funds over there or something. I don't know.
Well, I had to take my cut and then there wasn't
I
a
guess.
lot left over.
And then somebody got fucked.
Sometimes when I get irritated with y'all, I take double my cut just to keep things smooth. So,
It's fine.
dude, I was playing at this home game in Texas one time, and everything in Texas is it's all house games.
It's bigger.
And it's a bit, the games are bigger, certainly. Like, most of their house games are like 2-5, no limit. Like, 1-3 is like the smallest you'll find. And, I was playing in a game where my friend was like from Britain was dealing it, and she just told me to quit the game on one of the breaks because the house owners were like, yeah, I don't feel like being here that long tonight, so just take double the rake so we can end this quicker.
Yeah.
And like telling her, just take whatever you can get away with was their exact words to her. She's like, mate, it doesn't matter if you can win in this game when that's what they're doing. She's like, I haven't robbed you yet, but eventually they're just gonna like tell me to go home too. And I'm like, well, I don't know why you want to work. Like, it was just like a one night gig. I was like, we should just go home. Like, fuck these people, man. Like, that's why they need regularized gaming down there, is for shit like that. Because not everybody's doing it where we're just, oh, let's sit around and play cards and have a good time. Like, they're trying to make house rake money and pay bills and shit.
Holy fuck.
I've went and played like 1-2 at this old lady's game where their game's been running for like 65 years, and Willie Nelson's like, there's pictures of him up on the wall playing in the game, and like everybody knows everybody down there and shit.
Ooh, baby.
That'd have been
Seriously.
Come on. Check it, guys. Don't nobody bet this. Don't nobody bet this. Let's see if a heart comes. One of y'all might get the straight flush. Don't bet it.
Just saying.
Don't run them out.
Your action.
no, I check it.
Don't run them out.
I have to run them out. I'm tired of spending your money.
Yes.
$6.
Like your style.
That ain't running them out.
Yes,
Oh,
it
man.
is.
How much would you win if I called?
If it comes hard, I'll give you 10.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It means you're 10 back.
You know how much you make though?
He still makes.
I mean,
Another
it's
$4.
He still makes $4 maybe. I don't know what I'm betting.
You might win a pot.
what's the bet? $6?
Yeah.
Man, fuck it. I mean, you give me my $6 back, I'll call.
He's just gonna call the hand through you. That's a safe insurance.
I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at.
Yeah, fold your hand there.
You might call anyway.
Yeah, like, I don't know. He's like, I got 5 eyes.
But he might have been called anyway.
Where's the ace of hearts?
There's my. Good idea.
That's mine.
There we
Alright,
go.
I broke even. Fuck it.
Oh, I didn't do a side on this one. I went to do a side for this one too.
Show it. Show it.
Oh, I turned my straight. Andy didn't get there. Ah, I should have checked it.
Yeah, how were you ahead at 4-5 there? Crazy.
Hey, sometimes you gotta feed some speed to your ride. Believe that.
What?
And other Martin Lawrence lines from early 2000s movies.
25 on this side.
You don't even know what you're up and down anymore.
Yeah, I am. I'm up 6 on the one game.
You remind me of that gambling
I'm up to
movie
2
with Matthew McConaughey in it.
What one? That
It might not have
Show
been
Me the
Matthew
Money one with
McConaughey.
De
It
Niro?
might have just been some guy that looks like McConaughey.
the Ryan
Is it my
Reynolds,
dollar
the
shit?
Mississippi Grind or whatever.
Maybe it was Ryan Reynolds.
That's not a bad movie.
I
It wasn't that
started.
bad.
The other dude that's in it with him is really good.
I didn't
He's
finish
really
it.
good.
I made it a
What is
late night movie and I fell asleep before I.
Mississippi Grind.
Not a bad
is it?
movie.
Yeah.
I watched like.
But does it
10,
end
15.
well for the one guy that?
Hey, don't
never...
spoil it. I'm gonna watch it someday.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm asking. I don't fucking know.
Well, I know, but I don't want to call. It's what it's been on my Amazon list for like years.
My Amazon list is only Colombian documentaries because my wife constantly watches those.
What is there besides
So they don't recommend-
Pablo?
But because you can watch both sides of it, people who was okay with it and then the people who wasn't okay with it, and then you can
It's like-
watch dramatic series
It's
from
like
both
Pablo and
sides.
soccer. I'm gonna try to slow it down.
125.
Action. Toss.
You're a dick. Showdown value. I check. Can't bet about now.
Check them.
I just have the ace.
Oh, your
I don't have
hand doesn't
anything.
do
I
anything
don't.
for me. I got nothing.
Very good. Show your pair.
I had an ace. I could have hacked it with you. Wait, ace. Yeah, I could have hacked it with you. Oh, so can he.
What's up, bud?
Jacks with a king, ace, and a 9. That's a hack. I could have shared with both of them with my ace 3. Damn it.
Well, 3-way.
Yeah, Tim's favorite. A menage me.
Oh, I looked up Flint. I couldn't find it.
Left. Because he didn't go by Flint. He went by.
I looked up Flint Rock.
I don't get that for chopping, I'm sure.
Yeah, what do we do about chop? You get half of it?
I already
None
gave
of
him
it.
half of it.
No,
No,
I mean
the button.
the button.
None of it.
Nothing. None of it.
Numbered it.
Well, that works for me.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I looked him
What
up.
do you go by?
I looked him up on Pornhub.
Or what does he go by? Or what is it?
I believe he goes by. I'd rather not repeat
Rock
it on
Crusher.
camera.
We're in the
I
middle.
believe it's Flint Rock the something rhyming with
Flint Rock.
jostle.
Wait, whoa. I don't even know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm not.
Fossil?
I'm not even.
I thought it was cock, but I don't know.
That kid gets it. That's not something you want to get, sir. Woo!
Just so you know.
I still don't understand.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Everybody's funny and they're having a good time.
Because I didn't want you to bet. I was like, you're big, you're big, you're big, don't.
There we
That
go.
sounds
That's
a
what I
lot
like
like
to
Flint's
see.
career.
You bet?
Yeah, he's about to try to love us a long time.
I got aces.
Now I got aces.
Did you fold
Yeah, we all
already?
see
No,
your
I'm in the
aces.
big blind. Wait,
No, you're not.
or I limped, sorry.
Yeah.
That's my limp.
You're folding, man. I feel like you're in a big one.
No, I
Yeah, I
just,
guess I'll take one.
Are you gonna let me love you long time?
Oh, wrong time. Oh. Check dark.
Look at my Alpines are already begin.
20 and 20.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, you just hate it when it's a proper bet, don't you? You just hate it. It just stings your ass.
Why don't you much your cards?
That's a fancy hat. Where'd you get that? You lose a bet or something?
That's what I would think with that, with the
Take my ball, bitch.
hat
Take my ball, bitch. I don't even know. How did you even become a Broncos fan?
I was born in Denver.
He's like, I was
Born in Denver.
I was
What does that
born
do
with
to
LA
anything?
in my mouth, he said.
Yeah, this isn't like the 20s whenever everything is sports is on the radio and like you're a local fan.
I'm a local fan.
Like I lived in Memphis, Arkansas, so I had to be
He's like, I have to be.
I had to be a Cardinals fan because the St. Louis station made it.
Or you go to Braves.
Well, yeah, I mean that's like there's not much. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody back then was.
Braves.
I mean, being in Arkansas, it's kind of where it is.
Dude, I'm
You gotta
down
go
like
and say it.
$15 and I'm in the big blind shit. One of y'all should need to double me up because I'm having a struggle.
Did Jake play the game in Columbia?
No.
Wait, which game in Columbia?
The tournament game with the
Yeah, that's who introduced me to them.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, in Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Those lawyer guys that had lots of money, and it turns out looking back on it, too much of a lick of sense like gamblers, but
No.
not much sense.
Yeah, that was a good game.
It's like, to quote my boy off
They're good
Rounders,
lawyers now.
yeah, he's like, for a great group of legal minds, they don't have a lick of sense when it comes to poker.
That 530.
Yeah, something like that. He's Mr. Bully Tully. He's having a bully day, right, Tim? So glad we live in this time. Come out from under there, friend. I wish I would have been the flop last hand because when I played with Tim, I had ace-7 of diamonds. But I didn't this hand. Yeah, it would have been a good turn.
Yeah, that would have been a good time.
I'll check that.
Ooh. Banter.
Checking all three of them.
That's a
We
$5.
got 3 queens. Nice hand.
He had my ace-7 of diamonds. He shows. We're lucky that didn't get $100 in the pot.
Oh, are you still doing? We're at the pre-roll chips, whatever. Okay, all right.
No, I had to figure we don't ever get games, so I'm just gonna go back and find the books on those, and when we get a legit game over here with 9 or 10 people, I'm just gonna do a couple of splash pots to dole out whatever I had from that. I think it was somewhere around 50-ish without having to go and look it
Don't
up.
worry about it.
Huh?
I just
Figured do some
I
splash
don't
pots
think
for
anybody cares.
either.
Just keep the
I thought
fucking
it'd be better,
keep
you
it.
Either.
Nothing in the call my bet.
Put it towards a deck fund.
I know, man. I meant to order him weeks ago, and he said he was out of the blue ones.
I didn't want to see a third
any
diamond.
cash.
I put you on a
After
big
the meeting,
ace.
he never gave me any cash.
Yeah, I believe that. I didn't think you did, but when you
Yeah, it was a
acted
great
like you
flop.
forgot your cash at home, I said, well, you should go check home and see if it really exists. I thought I might have just found an extra $700 or a grand.
I don't know why.
I think maybe we went and played somewhere.
We didn't go and play anywhere. I don't
Yeah,
think we
sure we
played.
went and
We
played
haven't
somewhere.
played since then, dude.
But I gave you a G because you would have went and played somewhere, right?
No, man. Like, I haven't played since then.
It's
That's like right before.
Okay.
It's right
Straddle
before I
on.
started.
I call.
Right before I started annual enrollment period.
Is that what AEP stands for?
Yep.
That's pretty fancy. He called too.
It was like, because when did that shit went down in what, like September? Something like that? Yeah, it was right before I started AEP. I ain't played since October.
Enough to give it to you if you want.
Check in the dark. That'll be a tough call with ace high. So like 65 or 70 under 20. Yeah, you can have it, I guess. Just any. I think if I paired either card, I would have called you. I still like your hand a lot better than mine now. Would you have called it off pre-flop if I would have done it?
What?
You would have just I thought about putting you all in pre-flop, but you would have just called, right?
No, pre-flop, no. But
Oh, come on now. You bet $9 of your like $80 stack.
Flop, if you would have bet, I would have shipped. I mean, that was just going to play.
No, I'm saying pre-flop.
I just think I can just
Well, I wish you would have told me
put it on
that.
the table.
Is that how you're going to do it? Just feel tough like that, too?
I mean, you're making it sound like I'm going to jam it because I have 60 bucks behind.
I think you were on super tilt.
What do you mean by super tilt?
Like regular tilt, only Tim style, so like extra. Look at how he folds to try to show discipline.
What do you mean
I
when you
call.
say discipline?
Like, I mean, do you know any English words?
Well, yeah, we're just not sure the way that you use them.
Yeah.
Well, he better get sure.
I think it's more of a do you know any English words? It's how he's taking it.
He speaks for me.
I'm just saying, it could be that way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is, it could be.
No, it's 100%.
Ooh, I got him on. Oh, I got the money out of him now.
$3.
Look at him. Tilting off his money.
Jeez.
Tilting off with 5 high. For my fans at home.
Tilting off your
I'll take the $1 on the button too. And yeah, it's just my $1, but it still counts because it was $1 lost. And $1 saved is $1 earned. Just ask Ben Franklin. Is that the guy who said that?
I don't know.
Can I just ask his slaves instead?
Alright.
Well, maybe they overheard it.
Yeah, one of them scribed it down or something. Wow. Charming, everyone.
Dude,
Holiday cheer, 'tis the season.
Well, I mean, you're the one that bringing up old, like, guys who own slaves and stuff, so I'm just like...
Well, I wasn't highlighting that purpose of their career.
Oh.
Just highlighting other purposes. Thank you, Zach.
All right. Well,
Appreciate you. Straddle's on that said button.
no, I don't know.
You were some type of sorcerer. Yeah, be careful when I look at my cards so you and Jones can't see them. That's cheating. You guys not looking, right? I text message Jake what each 2 cards I'm holding each hand anyway. So he already knows. Anybody any clue what Jones is doing over there?
No.
Alright. Alright, he works for me.
Yeah, I was like, I guess you can't lose. You can't lose if you don't put everybody in. Talk about playing like a nit. He's holding 2 big blinds and a straddle.
Yeah,
He was talking about battling people.
2 big blinds and a straddle, no flop.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out this single entry lineup over here, man.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
doing
I
big
mean-
stuff
Well,
over
my
here.
God, it shouldn't be that hard that you're folding straddles before.
Dude, when you're
Yeah, like,
when you're
I was-
picking from teams
What'd you
that are
have,
the
Jack
fucking
Knight?
Tennessee Titans and Washington Redskins, yeah, dude, it's tough, man.
I don't see what the
It's
problem
tough
with
to
that
create
is.
a good lineup.
I
with
was
those
like,
fucking-
I would just play their defense and don't even. You might get negative points if you play other people.
Yeah.
right.
You're gonna need to play their defenses.
You might get negative points if you play other things.
Yeah, each.
I think it's the Dolphins defense in a bunch of leagues this week.
That's good to know. I've got them in one of my championships by misfortune, and it's a league where
Well, I mean, they're playing are they playing Carolina? With a,
I think so. In
the
Kansas,
backup? Yeah.
Yeah, I got really lucky there because I somehow got them in the championship game. The only other defenses left in the league are like I think the Atlanta Falcons and like the New York Giants, and that ain't happening for a championship. Well, this is a league where when players get dropped late in the season, they're automatically locked from being acquired by other teams. So there's a fat list of players you can't even touch in these leagues. Pretty much anyone of relevancy this season that's already been picked up and dropped. He calls. Jack's full of 9s.
Yeah, I did though. Well, I picked up somebody like last week or before, and they did pretty bad.
My championship opponent managed.
No,
I tried
actually,
to
the
pick up
Dolphins were
Jamal
playing
Williams and
Jacksonville.
McGuire, and he managed to get both of them.
Oh yeah, they're playing Jacksonville.
But Fortnite is gonna probably.
Yeah, they're playing Jacksonville. Yeah, that's who I picked them up against.
Yeah, I was thinking backup quarterback, but it wasn't Carolina. I need to find whoever Carolina's playing because they ain't even good with Cam Newton. This Taylor,
You should lose
this
because
Taylor
they should
Hinkle
get
or
draft
whatever his
picks out
name
of
is,
it,
or
but no,
Hanky,
they're
he
gonna
ain't
win.
gonna be no damn better.
I picked up Curtis Samuel last week in a bunch of leagues because he had like 3 games with 100 yards in a row, and then he got like 3 points last week.
Who, Samuel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did nothing.
I mean, I'm thinking he could be a potential keeper in the Yahoo League, though. Potential. Nothing
Yeah,
to
so I still
say.
think you can still draft him around.
I
10
mean,
or 11 probably.
like-
So
It depends what happens. I think in the offseason, he'll move up into the number. I think it'll just be him and DJ Moore moving forward. I think this will be Funchess' contract year, and I think he's going to go away. I mean, he already doesn't do
Funchess
anything,
last year was.
but he takes a few targets that will just go to Samuel and Moore
That's
after
crazy
that.
to
3
see,
total?
Or no, never mind. Yeah, Funchess was high last year. Yeah, who did that? What was that about?
Well, Funchess was playable the year before in Crunch and late in the season. It wasn't that bad. Your action, 3 total.
I know I don't have Funchess on any league last year.
No one has Funchess anymore. He just sits
I
there
mean,
and eats up like
okay.
3 targets a game.
I had
from
like
DJ
40
Moore.
leagues. I didn't have him on one draft.
God, I drafted Nick Chubb in the. I just would have been patient, man.
That's what I was patient with Jones. With Aaron Jones.
Yep. I would have been patient.
$8?
Keeping Nick Chubb for
$8 a big bet. I call $8.
But instead, I.
But you didn't know that Hyde was going to get traded either. 'Cause
Right.
They still kept giving him the ball to Hyde. He had a couple big runs against the Raiders, but I mean he didn't do anything before that. He didn't do anything after that for a couple weeks. Whoops! I think that was supposed. Yeah, I don't know who I'm even. I'm keeping Henry Jones, Cooper, and probably Tyreek. Pregnant woman.
Hollywood on the turn.
That's probably it.
What? I mean, that's the worst river card for me too.
Well, I don't know who I have. I might have somebody picked up. I haven't looked at my team.
Okay, so
I feel like
I have a question about a rule though. Let's say
I
you
watched
have
you
2
do it.
10th round picks.
Yeah, I
was
was
like,
like, I thought obviously by calling you out of the flesh, how do I disguise
give
that?
up.
Okay, so what about?
See, I don't know.
That's a
what
good
I'm saying,
river
like
card.
that.
You're like,
Yeah,
first
I
class
was
river card.
confused
I'm
by
like,
that, too.
I was actually, you
That's why
got
I
so
tried
quick
to
on the
do
flop
it.
in turn. I was like, he hit his flush. He c-bet his flush, so I'm gonna flat and see what he wants to lead on. If you would have just led for the 25 yourself, I'm just calling you probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why would you lead for 3 streets here if you?
Well, so OJ Howard got drafted by somebody, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
keep
like,
him because I guess I have to lose a whatever.
And again, if we have the meeting and all
I might
12
keep Chris
owners
Lawrence.
say, I think everybody thought that was dumb and that's not what the situation was, we'll be happy to all sit there and come to an agreement where everyone's happy. But I thought that was like the sensible way to do things with the draft picks and stuff and the future stuff. At least at the time, I think we'll learn over time that everything Bill told us at Maristar is probably true, and in the long run, we'll end up listening to him. And because
Like,
he's
I
been
like
playing
the way his
dynasties
league
for
is set
yeah,
up.
like I do too. And there's some things we could learn from his league that would make ours better for sure.
I just think we need to get people to, I don't know, get involved in discussions or something.
Yeah, like
Like the
everybody
people who
wanted to
didn't
attack
say
me for
anything?
that didn't, but I asked everybody, please go over the apps, look at every single rule, let's discuss point scoring on everything, because you know whatever the standard you're going. I think there's a few misses on like some defensive stuff where.
I think there's a miss on the kicker because we don't get missed points.
Yeah, and it's supposed to. I have never once set up a league where I would put like it's supposed to be taking a point away every missed kick, extra point.
I'm not crazy about anything over 3 points for a field goal too, though.
Really? See, and I like that.
I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I can understand that for like the 40s, but like I think there should be the 5 points for the 50.
For a 60.
Yeah,
I had like 60s on there.
I was pissed off. Yeah, I got
60 is what? That's a 30 burger.
I was 62 and I didn't even get 6 points on any of the
I'm
leagues
Captain
except
Dennis
for the
kicker every year.
online.
Just hope he wins me a game.
Like he's a keeper in that format.
have a high card. Queen high. King high, what a bastard. Shit.
I got that enough. Yeah, I guess I might.
I don't think I got it, so I'm gonna put it on.
So I picked up somebody who didn't get drafted last year. Didn't play at all this year.
Right. That's a 10.
I'm already losing my 10, so it goes
9.
10-9. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like I can't, but you gotta think of it in a situation where the next Adam Thielen you're gonna be keeping for a 10th round pick. The next receiver that becomes relevant on a dud draft pick that just turns into a superstar. Like that's where true keepers, in my opinion, are coming from anyway on these leagues. Like I don't look to be keeping like my same team together from last year. I look to be keeping the guy that's like the 10th round who's going to be a stud.
James Conner for a 10th round because he drafted him in the 15th.
Well, no, because he's got Kittle, so that means he's got to lose a 9 for one of them.
I think he'll accept.
Oh, and he's got Darius Geese, so I mean so that's an 8, 9, and 10 right there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's okay.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
I don't think.
Well, I mean,
he'll be fine with that.
I fold.
Here I go again on my own. Wow, dude. This is a new 10.
So I'm losing my 7.
Yeah. This Tim doesn't even miss
I'm losing
his
a
touch.
10 and a 9.
I haven't decided if I have any relevant keepers yet. Ian Thomas, maybe. It depends if he replaces Greg Olsen or not. I was happy to pick him up just to have the choice if Greg Olsen just calls it quits. If he doesn't, it might almost be worth keeping for a 10th rounder to keep him the next year for a 9th because I think he can fill the role of Greg Olsen, and that'd be a pretty big tight end. Like, what I really think is he's more the, I think more of the stretch it downfield and not a possession guy like Olsen, but I still think he's going to be a good tight end overall just based on what I've seen this first year. Just the eye test. Looks like he knows what's going on for the most part here later in the year. And that should continue onward. Guys, I got 2 players heads up here. The screen should have split to show these 2
Look
players.
at that list. There's not too many people drafted after 10 that are getting kept at all anywhere.
No, keepers are going to come from waivers that we picked
2.
up this year. Rookies we didn't know about and shit.
I have 2 on keepers.
You got to think, some of these guys I'm projecting as a keeper possibly, like, may not be high enough up on the depth chart once guys come back from IR unless they can surpass those guys too. Like, Valdez-Scantling is a guy that if he can't, get up on the Packers depth chart, he's completely worthless.
Just watch this, man.
Alright, any business, guys?
Don't pair, no.
Flushing. Ace 9.
Sit down.
No heart.
Have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Jake, it's always a pleasure, man.
Absolutely. Easy, man.
Thank you for the gifts. I'll make sure they get to where they need to go.
Yep.
So he didn't get cool gifts that an adult could keep. Jeez.
Damn it.
Yeah, right? And that's a big hand by you. 6 deuces, usually right in your range.
You say anything
Yeah, I
about toy
just checked
drive?
it. I'm like,
Huh?
You say anything about a toy drive?
Well, you kind of have to actually look at the group that you're involved in on Facebook.
I didn't know about it.
Know
The
that.
guy
Well,
who-
you also have to read, Tim. Everybody has to be able to read.
I can read fine.
I
just
believe
don't
you.
want to read the shit that's on Facebook.
You don't have to read the shit. You just have to go straight to the Facebook poker page to see the game. It's right there in the game description. If you'd like to bring a toy for the toy drive to give to a kid for Christmas, bring it. I'll make sure they get to the right place. Zach, can you confirm this was in the description?
Yeah, it was.
Thank you. Still playing the button game shorthanded, guys?
Especially now.
Okay. Now more than ever.
So we need it now tonight.
Got you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I still got spades.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good job.
Thanks. I'm just trying to feed some speed to my ride.
Dude, you won't.
I just want my dollar back. Take that. Take that.
It was a 5 keeper, right? Or is that wrong too?
Yeah, no, that's correct.
My thing is, I think if you have multiple 10th round picks or whatever it is, I mean, it is what it is. You should be able to play them like that.
Use your 10th rounders for him?
I mean, if you got them.
I think so. Is that a part of the reason why trading to get a 10th rounder?
Right. It's the strategy behind it. I would think so.
I lose. Ace high.
I mean, that's what I thought. That's why I gave Owen a 10th rounder, I think, because he's like, I don't know, he might have already traded one or something. But...
You probably did keep fucking.
Oh, yeah, so I don't even have a 10th, so that means I lose my 9-8.
7-5, huh?
Well, I mean, I got to keep Hunter Henry.
I mean, the way my draft, and I would think your draft is set up as well, is we're going to try to keep a few young guys and then use our actual draft picks to acquire the rest of our team, because, I mean, you got a few, you got, what, an extra second, fourth, and fifth?
Yeah.
You got, if we,
I
of
think
course,
second, third, and fifth.
Is it third? I couldn't remember. The only drafts that I have that haven't been computed are the Flint and Picks trades from last year's draft, which I need to get that trade to actually happen before the draft, so it'll be on paper proper for when I implement the players into the draft next year. That takes a long ass time.
I mean, I'm keeping Tyreek for a second. I know that.
Well, that's understandable. He's a talented receiver that runs and has the ability to put up multiple 40-point games in a season. I don't know if I want a guy like that or a guy that gets me 20 every game but has a ceiling of like 28 to 30.
You want that guy.
I don't know. Some teams you want that guy and some teams you want the other guy. It depends what's around him, I think, to be completely honest. If you got other boomer bust guys around him, you want a steady guy.
Consistently gets you 20 to 28 points a game.
Right. Well, okay, I'm saying if his ceiling is 28, though, if he can't score more than that, but you know there's these other guys that might, get 17 or 18 a game, but can score 50.
If you play in season long, if you went raw points, you're not trying to win a damn tournament.
I am at the end of the season. And yeah, whoever said they were behind on South Park definitely catch up with
eventually.
Time to Eat Cereal. And nobody got Cereal, 2 of the best episodes of the season.
So did they ever catch or kill Man Bear Pig?
Oh, you didn't see it?
Oh, no, because
I can't tell you right now because he ain't seen it yet. But let's just say that it came to it. Well, you should because it's great.
It's a waste of time.
Everybody in that town has integrity.
There's other.
I wish I had, dude. I told the wife we're gonna go to a couple places when we go out there and see if somebody out there is selling integrity.
Cartoon humor than that.
Dude, it's integrity, Tim. That's the word that he believes is integrity, and that's what he calls his weed. It's
Button's got to be short somewhere.
I won my button. Jones put a Bucky O'Hare on there, so there should be 2 on it now. I won it as well.
Shut up. Busted him.
Yeah, we know you're the big hero to all the people. Shut up.
I won an $11 one.
I know you did.
Well, that's a big one.
Everyone's real happy with all you guys. You know what? Why do you have to? Why
Good
can't?
for you, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Thanks. I had to work for it. It's not like I had anything.
Raise it.
Good call.
Yeah, he gets $2 back.
What was it? 4 total?
Yeah.
You said call good enough for me.
It's a great call.
Check.
Definitely down a collar red collar.
Check.
5.
He's got 5 on it, and Tim folds his 9's face up. Dave sent me a message that said he had to go out of town with the wife for the holidays, but he'd like to start getting regular games again if we feel up to it. And I said, well, I think Zach and me are good with that. But then again, Jones is always we might just kick it back an hour or something, because Jones, you'll probably always be late like this with just how far away your job is, even not during AEP, right?
No, I don't say that. I mean, I can make it by 7.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Dave was saying he'd like to get them going again, so we'll probably try to do that. I got some Christmas vacation coming up here as well, so I think I'll be gone next week, but we'll do it here again soon. I'm big boy. For sure. These cows look stoned. By design, right, Jones?
I think so.
I actually know the artist who did these cows personally. Mine?
Yeah.
Check it. Gotta have Tim in there for the cheapo. Oh, so close. I check.
Where would you?
I was trying to river everybody to the satchel.
Oh man, 6 deuce.
I didn't see a good spot to raise there. I'm like, I don't know what a
That's
telegraph
all
what my
good.
hand is. Tim, have you seen my one?
What?
Have you seen my one?
I don't. What's the question?
Like, I just want you to know, like, you better keep selling insurance because you'd make a horrible butler. Like, you'd be like, you're no Alfred, let's put it that way.
I mean,
Or Mr. Belvedere, or whoever your other
There's
famous.
no
I'm
Alfred.
sure- but
There's
I'm
no
sure-
other Alfred.
You know, I'm
sure if I
sorry.
wasn't-
I'm also forgetting old boy
If I'm
Jeffrey
sure if I
from
was
the
a
Fresh
butler-
Prince, because that's your king of the butlers right there. Is Jeffrey from the Fresh Prince.
Jeffrey.
Fuck
and I
that
could be a
dude.
Jeffrey, but you know,
He was a little
Say I'm no, say I'm no Uncle Phil. Say I'm no.
You even with the rich people, whatever. He thinks
He
he's.
didn't know what he was
Jeffrey
playing.
thinks he's one of them. He thinks he's
Jeffrey. Well,
Jeffrey.
he was kind, but he was stern.
You're like, Joe's like, no, he thinks he's the Samuel L. Jackson of that house. And that,
Yeah, like
that
that
ain't
the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like,
Like,
Joe's
he
gonna
thinks he's
say
a
that.
fucking Will.
Raise.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking Jeffrey.
He's like, Mr. Candy, she knows that.
Right.
It's like, hold up, Jeffrey. You ain't supposed to be telling Uncle Phil that. Like,
Sometimes I'll be watching Nanny, and that butler knows pretty funny.
what's that?
The Nanny?
Oh.
The butler?
Oh, yeah. He's kind of a cheeky bastard. Like, he doesn't.
Asshole.
Because he's like that kind of butler where he's like, y'all don't pay me enough for me to give a shit if I keep this job, so I'm just going to say it how it is. I like that. I like that. Cheeky bastard. You should put the old Fran Drescher in her place with her foul, shrill voice. Heads up.
Check.
Oh, I got to go up and turn the 6, 7, and 8 camera off now that he's gone. I'll go do that real quick after this hand. Yeah, let me go flip that camera off. Button mine, everybody. $1 on the button.
Yeah, he took it.
Alright.
I'll let you guys plan on playing. Oh no, I do have Gaudy on my team, it says.
I don't
I
have
don't think I did
a.
anymore.
I don't have a time that.
Yeah, just
I
like
mean,
whatever's comfortable with everybody's
As
fine
long
with me.
as long as the game is.
If you drive back, you're
reasonable.
gonna crash at my house.
I mean, if the game is reasonable, I'll play. But playing 5-handed can sometimes get a little bit.
Especially
bad.
if it's 2 players never play hand.
Well, God forbid me and Jones are snug players, and everybody wants to attack the snug guy once it goes short-handed.
I'll start being snug. Okay.
Yeah, everybody be snug, and then me and Jones can't be singled out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
So we're
singled.
just gonna start folding to the big.
No, but what I'm going to do, Jones, will you take over for like just 3 or 4 hands? I'm going to go over there and grab a drink of water and step behind the curtain for a minute. I'm going to let you handle that if you don't mind.
Dude, we're short as hell, man.
I'm just grabbing a water, and I'll be right behind the curtain. I ain't even going there.
Look, and now you're gonna get popped for your
I
big
bet
one.
there or I lose.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was. I had to say, that's a good bet. I just had a 10. Good bet on a
Does
bad
anyone
pot.
need a water or anything?
I'm good.
No.
Everybody cool?
I mean, what kind of water, though?
Regular bottled water, dude.
Is it from Fiji?
What else you got?
Here, I'll read it to you. Best choice, pure
No, I don't. I would never let the best choice
My
touch
dogs
my
wouldn't drink
lips.
that.
Yeah, that's piss.
Some people say about low seizures. I'm like, I wouldn't feed my dogs low seizures. No, I'm just,
Well, I agree with you about Little Caesars. That place is a garbage bag.
Godfather maybe worse.
Yeah, Godfather.
Godfather's
Depends
pretty
where.
good. Come on.
Jones, can I get a cig lighter? Or from anyone, I'm not. I'm not just kidding you too. Thank you. I'll tell you something about me. You may never see this again. Tell him, Jones. I'm just kidding. It's all in good fun or something.
But it's not.
And something.
Make sure you get it back.
Right.
Oh shit!
Make sure
I
you
didn't
I'll
know
go
that.
silent.
I didn't know that going in. So you're doing you straddle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, can you get closer to see my cards?
Indeed.
hold out there. So Jones, what you thinking this weekend? Champion or second?
I mean, I'm gonna win.
I'm the champion.
Hey Tim,
You're
what you
playing
thinking
dollar
this
a point?
weekend? Champion or
Champion.
second?
Should be.
Do it.
We should be.
Put some juice on it.
Dude, in
What
the
happened?
first week of one of my championships, I seriously only scored 105
I was serious. I thought that was a
points.
third card. I'm like, I couldn't figure out what was
No,
going on.
that was the burn. Like, man, like this is a terrible deck. Looks horrible.
What, that deck?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible,
Like,
dude. It's the
you guys
worst.
were making fun of it. It's sticky as shit, man.
I know, I thought flop at all. It's just the ace scared me.
Here you go, too. You want to have patches for an end, you can put
Alright.
them on. They're not iron on ink, though. We're selling them, but they're good. Remember, you got to iron a patch onto your breast?
Yeah.
Is that a weird way to ask?
I mean, I can definitely probably iron on two breasts.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Joe, don't come back in. I want you guys to be short-handed.
Why don't you just
Can I
rip
get
it
that
out?
letter back
Maybe a
down?
big blind,
Yeah,
too.
sure. That's a good eye.
Somebody says something about it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's people
He's
that
a
talk.
klepto.
Yeah, I'm a klepto. That's somebody who has a split bottle of wine because Tim didn't watch it.
Wow.
Dude, that was you who did it.
Yeah, right?
That's all right, I didn't
Wow.
spill that much. No, I'll just have to go buy more tomorrow.
Somebody's got a problem.
Yeah, I almost ran out of fucking wine. Didn't you hear?
Alright, I'm trying to like tighten up too. This is so boring. Hey Tim, we're in another pot.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Surprise,
snug.
surprise.
I'm gonna get snug after this
You
hand.
guys are the two best
I've
players.
been trying to get snug.
I'm gonna get snug later on.
Jesus, man. Just aces, nothing right.
Alright. Five-handed.
Four.
Close.
Another heart, please.
Finish it off.
That makes it even better. It's her,
It's hard for me to beat.
Ah! You guys are snug. Can't believe between you two nobody ever decided to make a bet there.
I only had one pair.
Hey, I've seen you bet with less than one pair.
Where's Woody's not here though.
I wasn't big enough to be going all cray-cray over here. Fucking all that shit out there.
Woody's not here. I'm trying to look about Woody.
That's what
Well,
he gives
but
you.
Woody's a
He hadn't called the first two times. You gonna call the third one?
shit. He calls 10 like it's clockwork. He calls everyone else like it's clockwork. It's the tightest calling station I know.
Unluckiest.
Definitely the unluckiest.
If you're watching this, Woody, yeah,
Since,
come see us.
Yeah. Defend your honor.
Yeah, you gotta make a choice in life. You gotta choose that fight or flight method when you hear stuff like that. You either defend your honor or you be like, man, fuck Zach. I'm I'm not too tight.
Yeah, we'll go show him.
Yeah, and then no, Tim, that's the fight method. I was talking about the fight.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna let you guys see a flop.
I'm gonna
Step
check the
one.
Oh, I thought you were gonna raise, maybe.
I also check in the dark. I'm too scared to raise. And we're gonna go to the turn.
Let's go. I'll check the turn.
I check the turn as well.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll just put in fucking $3 and run it.
Oh, we already got $1 and that's good enough.
I know. I'm crazy.
You said run. Did you say run it again as well? Wow, we're going to the river, guys. We're exciting. Paired my threes that I've had
Check
all night. I don't know. I can't check it anymore. I'll go $2.
Oh man, look at him steal it.
Yep, there I go.
He's so clever. Like his words.
I believe him, yo.
His words just made me.
Well, he knows Sennhei's no good. He has the bet, so you get to.
I got
You got the
Tim's
top.
hand. That he's winning all his money with. I'm winning all my money with.
He had heart.